Yeah, my name is Sean, and I'm here to talk to you about running and a runner's lifestyle.
Okay, awesome. So, first things first, what is your experience as a runner?
So I've been running track since I was in elementary school and all the way through college. So that's got to be 10, 12 years of experience.
Okay, awesome. And when you were running, for a program and such a prestigious one that we had at our high school, what was the regimen like? The workload, the effort, the dieting, all of that. Can you think you can just like unload that on me?
Yeah, of course. So for the workload, we had to run 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, and it will depend on the day. Some days we would do heavy runs, which would be like 6 to 8 miles for that day. Other days would be lighter for like 5 miles. Other days we'll be doing workouts that would increase our speed or our endurance. But in general, I would say it was about 40 miles a week, if my math is correct in my head. Something around that sounds about right.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. And then for our diet, we had to drink about 8 water bottles a day, and we had to eat a lot of calories to recover the amount of fat that we're burning.
Fat burning, calories lost. You need to replenish the energy, right?
That's correct, because most distance runners, since they're running such high distances, their metabolism is just naturally higher.
Yeah.
So we had to eat a lot of different types of pastas for a lot of carbs,
Mm-hmm.
because carbs are we could store those for our next run. That way we'd have a backup energy, basically.
So this is kind of like a funny, weird question in the sense that like a lot of people think that the best way to lose weight is running, but that's not necessarily true. Like in the sense of weight, like the best, like people think the best way to burn fat is running, and the act of running itself doesn't. But I think just like correct me if I'm wrong, but the duration of running over time creates like the faster metabolism, which ends up burning fat. Is that true, or would you disagree with me there?
I would say it's a mix of both. It's 50-50. So the best way to get a strong metabolism, I would say, is anything cardio related. So I would say runners and probably swimmers have the best metabolisms, just
Mhm.
because they do such intense cardio workouts.
Yeah.
So it's part metabolism, and then also just running itself does burn fat. So I think it's a mix of both. That's just my opinion.
Okay. So the main reason why I am interviewing you is for two reasons. One, being your brother, I saw the amount of effort and how demanding the sport and physical act that running can do, and how tough it is on the human body. But I also think it's extremely underrated and not appreciated enough, because a lot of people don't think it's as hard as it is. But as we both know, we both realize how tough it actually can be. And number two, I'm trying to spread awareness about how beneficial running can be for you. And hopefully we can spread that through your knowledge.
Yeah, I definitely think it's an underrated or underappreciated sport, even though it may be a little lopsided when it comes to the physicality of other sports. The physical demand it takes and the energy it requires is exhausting. Because once you do like 8 mile runs, 9 mile runs, it just wears you down over time. Because I've had several friends who've had serious injuries from running, whether it's shin splints or just rolled ankles. I've had people, one of my friends actually tore, their IT band. And
Ligaments and stuff like that, right?
yeah, it's very physically demanding to your body.
Well, I think the main reason is because obviously I would say the majority of sports uses cardio. Agreed?
Yeah.
But for running, it is cardio. There's no other goal. You're trying to push your body's limits. You're trying to max out your cardiovascular system, and you're pushing it to its limit. I think that's why it's so tough, because other sports, yeah, it's like a combination of whether it's a lot of hip movements, which is high intensity movements, like football, where it relies on a lot of short distance sprinting with a little bit of recovery in between, compared to running. And a long distance runner itself is where you really max out your cardiovascular system, where it's just a long distance at a steady pace, and that can just be killer I've tried a cross country run with your team. I'm sure you remember that.
I do remember that.
And it was the toughest run I've ever done in my entire life. I thought I was gonna die and pass out on the trail.
Well, those
I
hills don't
completed
make
it.
it easier because a lot of people think it's flat, but it's not.
Yeah. So, what are the health benefits for anyone that just decides to take up running in general, even if it's just as low as a mile a day, and then you build up? What are the benefits of that?
Well, that's actually a very good question because I feel like when a lot of people are trying to get in shape, the main things they think about is lifting. So like they'll do like a lot of core workouts, a lot of like upper body workouts and stuff like that, but they don't ever really think about doing cardio. And I think a great balanced workout would include both because doing cardio, it strengthens your heart, your lungs, your blood flow, your metabolism, it increases fat burning, and it provides a lot of great benefits even just by doing a simple mile a day.
Yeah, and those are like the most important organs that you just met. Besides the brain, the second most important organ, your heart, and then your lungs.
Yeah, exactly. Those are two critical, organs you need to,
Yeah.
for most people that live long lives, it's because they have a strong heart and a strong lung.
Yeah, I mean those are the three components to a long life: strong brain, strong heart, strong lung. Right?
Yep, I agree.
Okay. Well, thank you for this very insightful interview. Hopefully, you and I can spread the awareness and benefits of running, just like we said, 1 mile at a time.
Definitely.